A surprising ally joins the fight against ISIS with added airstrikes.
Did Scotland's split vote grant them independence? We'll have the latest on the results.
Domestic violence continues to stir conflict in the NFL. We have the latest.
Is this heat wave continuing, or are we moving towards cooler weather? Stay tuned to find out.
Count me out of it. 5, 4.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Newscene. I'm Carrie Bryant.
I'm Dita Quinones. Welcome.
France has carried out its first airstrikes against ISIS in Iraq. President Francois Hollande says fighter jets destroyed a logistics warehouse used by the militant group. France is part of an international coalition against ISIS that is being organized by the United States. Further operations will be conducted in the next few days.
The Islamic State has released a new propaganda video. The 3-minute, 21-second video titled "Lend Me Your Ears" was released just a few hours after the U.S. Senate voted to train and supply arms to Syrian rebels. The video features British hostage and journalist John Cantley, who says the video is a first in a series of messages. Earlier in the week, ISIS released a Hollywood trailer-style video displaying graphic video explosions against U.S. troops. The video was the first response from the terrorists group as the U.S. continues to move forward.
And as ISIS continues to grow in strength, an alarming number of U.S. citizens are helping the terrorist group. Federal officials released details this week on the May 31st arrest of Mufid El-Fiji. The 30-year-old Yemen native and Rochester, New York store owner is accused of funding ISIS and recruiting new members. El-Fiji was under surveillance for more than a year as FBI informants infiltrated his operation. El-Fiji is currently in federal custody and could face up to 60 years in prison.
After much deliberation, Scottish citizens have decided to remain a part of the United Kingdom. Announced this morning, 55% were against independence, rejecting referendum, and although they did lose independence, leaders are still trying to push the political initiative. The decision will also mean Britain and other surrounding countries can avoid a prolonged period of financial security predicted if Scotland had broken away.
And Alibaba started its first day of trading on the New York Stock Exchange. Shares started to move at almost 9 a.m. Pacific time. Similar to eBay, Alibaba is a Chinese e-commerce site that is a fusion of retail and auction purchasing. The company is valued higher than eBay and Amazon combined. One of their many goals is to increase their Western presence and boost their mobile site. Alibaba is the largest initial public offering to hit Wall Street, passing Visa and Facebook. So far, the IPO has raised over $20 billion. And President Obama takes a leading role in fighting Ebola with the launch of Operation United Assistance. The unprecedented public health aid will deploy 3,000 U.S. military personnel. U.S. medics will train 500 healthcare workers per week, along with building 17 new treatment centers. Obama says the $500 million needed for Operation United Assistance will provide medical and logistical support.
On Monday, German state police arrested 93-year-old Oskar Groening of being a former guard at the notorious Auschwitz concentration camp. Groening had served as the guard at the camp in Poland from autumn of 1941 until its liberation in early 1945. Prosecutors said Groening helped the Nazi regime benefit economically and supported the systematic killings.
And controversy over player misconduct in the NFL is still developing. Here's Angie White with the latest.
Spotlight continues to shine on the NFL as they're under great scrutiny over player misconduct. Here's more of the story. The hits keep coming for the NFL as more and more players are being investigated for domestic violence. It began a few weeks ago after controversy broke out over a video of Baltimore Ravens Ray Rice punching his then fiancée. Rice was originally suspended 2 games after he was charged with domestic violence. After the release of the full video, including footage inside the elevator, the Ravens terminated his contract. Shortly after Rice was released, another player was banned from the NFL. Panthers defensive end Greg Hardy was put on the commissioner's exempt list for beating his wife, which led to his dismissal from the team. On August 31st, San Francisco 49ers defensive end Ray McDonald was arrested for family violence. The Niners are keeping McDonald active on the roster and in the starting lineup. The NFL is receiving a lot of criticism from women's groups, fans, and recently celebrity attorney Gloria Allred.
Yeah, I'm in favor of his resignation, but I do not think that alone will solve the problem.
I'm here at San Diego City College campus to see what students think about the NFL scandal. Here's what they had to say.
I don't believe the commissioner should be stepping down because of how work and pleasure should be platonic. It shouldn't be interacting with each other.
I think the majority of female fans are interested in the game itself and not necessarily the players on the field. So I think that the female fan base is going to continue to go to games and buy merchandise.
My opinion, like I said, I think the punishment is right, but I'm not going to stop watching football. I'm not going to feel guilty for watching football.
Whether or not fans decide to support or boycott the NFL, the pressure continues to mount for more action.
The bad news continues with Jonathan Dwyer of the Arizona Cardinals, who's arrested this week for assaults and domestic violence, and the team has reportedly deactivated him. Meanwhile, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell held a press conference today apologizing and promised to make changes. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Angie. A new Facebook scam is trending out. Find out what you need to know.
They were trained to wage compassion
and problem solving
and understanding.
Our military veterans were trained to wage good.
And as they return home, we have a chance to join them
and wage good for all Americans.
by empowering our veterans to strengthen our communities.
as volunteers and first responders, teachers and small business owners,
as neighbors and friends.
The Got Your Six campaign is dedicated to waging good by bridging the civilian-military divide
and helping returning veterans realize their true potential as leaders and community assets.
So help us wage good at gotyoursix.org.
I've got your six.
I've got your six.
I've Got Your Six.
I've got your six.
I've got your six. I've got your six.
Four children in San Diego are sick with the rare enterovirus. These are the first confirmed cases in California. The patients are ages 2 to 13 years old. They're being treated at Rady Children's Hospital. The CDC estimates that 10 to 15 million infections occur in the United States each year. These viruses usually appear like the common cold. Symptoms include sneezing, a runny nose, and a cough.
A Rambo-like manhunt is underway in Pennsylvania for the suspect in the shooting of 2 Pennsylvania state troopers. Eric Matthew Frayne is accused of ambushing the officers outside of Blooming Grove Police Station. On September 12th, Corporal Byron Dixon was pronounced dead at the scene, and Trooper Alex Douglas is recovering in a local hospital. Details released on the suspect include his obsession with Eastern European armies and his involvement in simulated battles. Police say Frayne has altered his appearance by shaving his head hair into a mohawk style and is extremely dangerous. The search continues as police fear Frayne may be hunting for more targets.
And the lawsuit on the 4 online retailers who supplied homes has been postponed. This is the 3rd time the trial has been delayed. It was originally set to begin in August of 2013, but was pushed back twice. The new date is set to be in October.
With less than 2 months until San Diego's 52nd district congressional election, the race is deadlocked. Democrat Scott Peters and Republican Carl DeMaio are neck and neck, according to a poll taken by Survey USA. Both men are former San Diego City Council members, while Carl DeMaio was a mayoral candidate during Bob Filner's fall from grace last year. Of the 599 people asked, 47% back Peters, while 46% are leaning towards DeMaio. Considered by many to be a toss-up, the election date is set for November 4th.
And opponents of a minimum wage increase have turned in 56,000 petition signatures asking for the ordinance to be repealed. If 34,000 of the names are verified, the wage hike would be suspended. The City Council would have to decide whether to repeal the ordinance or place the issue before voters. If they opt for a vote, the council members would have to stage a special election or wait until the June 2016 primary ballot.
On Wednesday, the San Isidro Port of Entry opened 7 northbound vehicle inspection lanes. Over the past 2 years, workers have been rebuilding the primary inspection area of the port. Wednesday's reopening of the lanes comes weeks before the scheduled October 17 date. Authorities are hopeful that these 2 new lanes will significantly reduce the vehicle time wait.
And a new space taxi that could extend our travels to Mars is being built with the help of PayPal CEO's Space Transport Company. The NASA award of $6.8 billion will be shared between both SpaceX and Boeing, who will be testing their own separate designs. SpaceX owner Elon Musk said his goal is to make humanity a multi-planet species. The Dragon version 2 spacecraft is being built to hold up to 7 crew members. The space taxi will be able to launch and land anywhere back onto Earth.
Computer-driven cars have been testing their skills on California roads for more than 4 years. The DMV requiring driverless cars to register for a permit and that a person should be on board just in case. With the new California law taking effect, the DMV is testing self-driving cars. Once everything is clear, they will be ready for the public.
And Facebook users have been losing their private information due to a phishing scam. The shared link promises an iPhone 6 after providing personal phone numbers, addresses, and emails. Contacts as well. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. There is no free iPhone. Instead, users are charged hidden fees, receiving viruses and junk mail. And baseball postseason is just around the corner and the NFL is heating up. For more on this exciting week in sports, let's go to Josh.
Thank you, Dita. Thank you, Carrie. Much appreciated. As you guys know, the NFL season is well underway, and the Buccaneers took a visit to the Georgia Dome last night to face off against their division rivals, the Atlanta Falcons. However, it did not turn so well for the winless Bucs. The Falcons manhandled the Bucs with an impressive offense and stifling defense. Matt Ryan completed 21 of 24 passes for 286 yards and 3 touchdowns. Julio Jones being on the receiving end of 9 of those passes for a total of 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. Devin Hester returned a punt for a touchdown, breaking Deion Sanders' record with his 20th career punt return for a touchdown. The Falcons had an astounding 56-0 lead going into the fourth quarter and went on to win 56-14. The Falcons are now 2-1, and the Buccaneers are still looking for their first win of the season. And the San Diego State Aztecs will be facing off against Oregon State Beavers this Saturday. SDSU is coming off a tough loss against number 23 North Carolina. The Aztecs had a chance to win in the closing seconds, but quarterback Quinn Kaler threw an interception in the end zone to clinch the win for the Tar Heels. With that loss of 31-27, the Aztecs' record is 1-1 as they look to rebound against the undefeated Beavers. Last year's game came down to the wire, and this year is expected to be the same. Let's go Aztecs. And in baseball news, Robbie Erlin for the Padres helped him power past the Phillies for the series win. Took 3 of 4 against Philadelphia, winning 7-3 last night. Erlin, who had not pitched a game since May 17th, was able to toss 6 solid innings, 0 walks, struck out 4, and gave up only 1 earned run. The Padres take on the Giants tonight in the first game of the weekend series. And in playoff news in baseball, the Angels are in, claiming the AL West title with the help from the Rangers. The Los Angeles Angels spent an hour after their victory over Seattle in the clubhouse watching the Oakland Athletics blow their 9th inning lead against the Texas Rangers. After 5 years, the Angels are once again AL West champions and have already secured a playoff spot that will be taking place next month. And now, folks, for our play of the week. Recently crowned American League East champion Baltimore Orioles taking on Toronto Blue Jays, and that is former Padre Nick Hundley taking one deep to center field. But who is that? That is Anthony Gose going up against the wall to make an amazing catch over the wall, robbing him of a home run. And that one right there is my play of the week. And now, guys, anybody looking out there for a new gym that offers a unique blend of support and education while fulfilling your fitness goals, you may want to try a new CrossFit gym in Point Loma. Or maybe not.
Johnson and the manager here at Invictus Point Loma. It's a gym where we're a community, people really have fun with their workouts, and you can push your body to do things that you never thought possible. CrossFit is constantly varied, functional movement executed at a high intensity. So basically we take movements that you could do every day, like picking up something off the ground or putting it up overhead, put it all together in a different, not random, but different combinations to get the full body.
20 jumping pull-ups, 15 pull-up weights, and then the 5-meter run.
Our job is to be able to modify for all levels. We've got some folks who are at a level where they're competing internationally and some folks that have never done a pull-up before.
Give me another few seconds.
That hits you. That is a serious workout. I can see why you guys are world champions.
You guys are awesome. You don't have to think about it. So our members come in, they're told what to do from the minute they walk in the door to the minute they leave.
Jump up into your pull-up and slowly lower yourself down.
It's fast, it's easy, it's obviously very effective, but mostly it's the community aspect of it.
Oh, race! I do races.
That's Invictus, guys. They have 2 locations around San Diego, and to find out more on this new gym, visit www.crossfitinvictus.com. So, ladies, a very exciting week in sports, but don't forget to bolt up for the Chargers game against the Buffalo Bills this Sunday at 10 a.m. Let's go Chargers. Back to you, ladies, at the desk.
Thank you, Josh. I'm super excited about that Charger game, aren't you?
It's gonna be really cool.
I know, I'm excited. Well, San Diego County reveals a new kind of online currency. We will tell you where you can find the new ATM.
San Diego celebrates the restaurant week. Check out about it more after the break. That line is so weird. Sorry. Check out.
Loyalty.
And teamwork.
They were trained to wage compassion.
And problem solving.
And understanding.
Our military veterans were trained to wage good.
And as they return home, we have a chance to join them
And wage good for all Americans.
By empowering our veterans to strengthen our communities.
As volunteers and first responders, teachers and small business owners,
as neighbors and friends.
The Got Your Six campaign is dedicated to waging good by bridging the civilian-military divide.
And helping returning veterans realize their true potential as leaders and community assets.
So help us wage good at gotyoursix.org.
I've got your 6.
I've got your 6.
I've got your 6.
I've got your 6.
I've got your 6. I've got your 6.
Downtown San Diego unveils a new addition to the ATM. Downtown Johnny Brown's introduces the first Bitcoin ATM in San Diego. Bitcoin is electronic currency used to make online purchases. The United States Treasury does not consider the digital currency as legal tender because it has no official government nor bank backing the service. The Bitcoin ATM is expected to be nationwide within 3 to 6 months.
This weekend, the Friends of the Poor group are hosting a walk a mile event here in San Diego. The event is set to take place Saturday at 8:30 a.m. on Howard Lane neighborhood park located at the corner of Dairy Mart Road and Bayer Boulevard. All donations will be used in the direct service to the people in need.
And San Diego's free summer concert series held at Seaport Village are coming to an end this weekend. Roxanna Paul has the latest in entertainment. What's up, Roxanne?
Seaport Village is a major attraction thanks to the different collection of stores, restaurants, and concerts in open plazas. This Sunday, September 21st, the summer series of concerts will be closed with performance of Cadillac's band. These concerts are part of the Free Sunday Concerts series, which are held on East Plaza Gazebo next to Embarcadero. Every Sunday, there is a new band that entertains the audience from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. Concert lovers have the opportunity to listen music in an outdoor place. Jazz, blues, rock, swing, and Latin are some of the genres. The 10th annual Restaurant Week kicks off on Sunday. 205 restaurants are participating starting next week. This is a way for the community to taste all favorite and sample new creations. Menus are less expensive than usual, making this week a great time to make reservation. For more information, you can visit SanDiegoRestaurantWeek.com. New details surrounding the death of the legendary comedian John Rivers is coming to light. According to CNN, Rivers' personal physician took a selfie with Rivers while she was under anesthesia. The same doctor also performed a biopsy without her authorization. Because of the intervention, the comedian stopped breathing, dying 1 week later at the age of 81. The cause of death is still inconclusive. Today, the eTelevision network will commemorate the comedian with a full day of her best shows. And Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling are official parents of baby girl born on Friday, September 12. The rumors about her pregnancy started when she didn't want to go through the X-ray machine at the airport. She declared that those machines are really creepy, not only because they see you naked, but also because of the radiation. The couple started dating in fall 2011 after co-starring in The Place Beyond the Pines. This is all for today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Roxanne. San Diego has been experiencing some high temperatures, but will they continue this weekend? Heidi Alaga will have all your weather forecast details after the break. You got this, boo.
We have a big problem, and we need your help.
It's happening on college campuses, at bars, at parties, even in high schools.
It's happening to our sisters and our daughters,
our wives and our friends.
It's called sexual assault, and it has to stop.
We have to stop it. So listen up.
If she doesn't consent, or if she can't consent, it's rape, it's assault.
It's a crime. It's wrong.
If I saw it happening, I was taught you have to do something about it.
If I saw it happening, I speak up.
If I saw it happening, I'd never blame her. I'd help her.
Because I don't want to be a part of the problem.
I want to be a part of the solution.
We need all of you to be part of the solution. This is about respect. It's about responsibility.
It's up to all of us to put an end to sexual assault. And that starts with you.
Because one is too many.
Hundreds of tourists who were stranded in Cabo San Lucas due to the hurricane are now back on American soil. The Mexican military is flying them to Tijuana and 3 other surrounding Mexican cities. Hurricane Odell left many stranded when flights out of Cabo San Lucas were canceled. Along with the power outages, the airport was heavily damaged during the storm. Commercial flights have not yet resumed.
California's Governor Jerry Brown has declared a state of emergency in 2 counties where wildfires have torched tens of thousands of acres. Thousands of firefighters have been deployed to the blazes in El Dorado and Siskiyou counties. The King Fire is raging in El Dorado National Forest, east of Sacramento. So far, it has burned 71,000 acres and is only 10% contained. The Bulls Fire tore into the town of Weed this week, destroying an entire neighborhood blocks. One suspect is in custody. 37-year-old Alan Huntsman faces felony charges of arson.
And with more weather news, now let's send it out to Heidi Alaga.
Yes, thank you guys. California has been having record high temperatures these past few weeks. Now wildfires are continuing to grow in the counties of El Dorado and Siskiyou. Now residents have been evacuated from their homes. You can see here the fires are burning across the county, leaving people afraid. Look at all that smoke while they drive through the cars and the river here at the scene. And the fires, they continue to burn all throughout the week. Now, according to the CAL FIRE and firefighter crews, as of right now, the King Fire is only 10% contained and the Bulls is at about 65% contained. Now, firefighters are hoping to get residents back in their homes as soon as it's safe to do so. But right now, let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast for today, the current heat index all across the county. Let's take a look here, starting at California. It's about 79 degrees right now, 75 degrees up in Northern California. But as you can see here, Seattle is going to be experiencing temperatures about 97 degrees. Now that's pretty hot, something that we've been experiencing all week. It seems like it's moved up, and now it's their turn to experience it. Hopefully no fires break out. And here in Texas, temperatures are going to be changing up. You can see temperatures from 72 all the way to 93, just depends where you are. Miami here closer to the coastline, 73 degrees and 75. It depends where you are, but looking like Miami is going to be pretty stable for tonight. Now take it up here to New York, where the Chargers are going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills this Sunday for our third game of the season. Temperatures are going to be about 77 degrees that day, 14 miles per hour for winds, and temperatures of humidity about 64%. So hopefully the Chargers can bring in the win. Experiencing the heat here and moving there, it shouldn't be that big of a difference. Let's go ahead and see our temperatures for tomorrow. Here in the West Coast, San Francisco and San Diego, Los Angeles area, all going to be experiencing 73 degrees. So it's pretty stable wherever you go. But if you're making your way over to Las Vegas or, Reno, Phoenix, temperatures could go up to 98 degrees. So if you're heading out there for a little weekend fun, remember to stay hydrated and keep your sunscreen. And for our 7-day forecast, let's see what it's looking like for this weekend. 78 degrees on both Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, it's going to be cloudy at first, then it's going to move. Sun is going to come out. So if you're going to plan on having a barbecue for the Chargers game, you guys can do that. Again, it's going to be very beautiful outside. Temperatures on Monday also are going to be looking about 79 degrees. And 81 degrees Saturday and Sunday. But as you guys can see here, Tuesday and Wednesday, things are going to start heating up a little bit more. And it's going to be mostly sunny on Thursday. Now that's all of our weather forecast. I'm going to send it back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Heidi. Looks like it's going to be another beach weekend. And a City College student is reunited with his lost payroll check thanks to another fellow student. On Wednesday, Kitty Harris was walking through City College campus when she found the check. Harris sent the check over to City College's accounting office, where they quickly identified the owner to be a City College student.
What would I do if that was me or somebody that I knew, or a friend or a loved one? I would want to make sure that it got back into their hands.
Harris hopes this could set an example for others to also pay it forward. And that's it for this week's edition of Newscene. I'm Carrie Bryant.
I'm Dita Quinones. Thank you for watching Newscene, and we'll see you next week.
Good night.